Hi everybody, how's it going? My cat is eating behind me right now. I don't know how loud the mic's gonna pick that up, but like, hopefully it's not too bad. Welcome on in everybody. Cage, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Steel Warm Wind. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, yeah, it's Vine Space again today. Sorry, I'm gonna have to clear my throat a lot today. Scatter. Scatter. No, don't scatter. Don't scatter. Come be cozy with me. Come be cozy with me. Speaking of Cage and I did a collab stream earlier. We played some Phasmophobia, and it was really, really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. That reminds me, my VODs don't auto-publish, so I need to go into my video producer so that I can make those VODs publish. Oh my goodness, I have 3 outstanding VODs. There we go. All fixed. That should be out. So if you missed it, you'll be able to catch it. There we go. Yeah, if you missed it, you should be able to watch the VOD now. But thank you again to Cage for being such a great collab partner today and showing me some stuff in Phasmo, because I haven't played in so long. And I was struggling a little bit, but we had fun. We enjoyed. Also, before we start, one more shout out for our friend Cage. There we go, right up there. There's Cage. Check him out. Welcome in Annie. Welcome in Taken. Welcome in Finn. Hello, Finn. Hello, Raze. Hello again, Yar and Turtle. And Dragon is here. Dragon, your drink looked really good in the Discord. Yeah, you do get a double dose of Violet today. We had our Phasmo stream earlier, and now we're doing ASMR tonight. It was supposed to be wooden soup, but I started setting up my wooden soup, and then my cable was missing from my camera. I don't know if it just got like yoinked or something. Maybe it got borrowed without me being told about it. I'm not really sure what happened, but it went missing. So I'm hoping that I can find that tomorrow, and then maybe we can have wood soup tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed for wood soup tomorrow. Taken, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 20 bits. Oh, those are so freaking cool. The effects that you can redeem now, making like the emotes big, and you got like a cool glowy effect around your message. I've been looking forward to one of your ASMR streams. I'm glad that you're here. It's been a little while since we've had an ASMR stream, isn't it? My gosh, you guys can totally hear my cat just chomping away in the background. Yeah, it's been a little bit since we've just had like a casual, normal ASMR stream. The big question is, do the bit effects count towards bits in channel? Bits in channel total? I think so. I think it all just goes towards, it's the same as giving 20 bits to the streamer. At least that would be my understanding, unless I'm wrong. Oh my gosh, gigantify emote. Gage, thank you for the 30 bits. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, those are some big emotes in chat. We got the big Doro. Big Doro. Thank you, Infinite. Thank you as well for the 30 bits for making the big dancing rat. I love how we got big animated ones too. You're gonna starve, you need soup? I'm sorry, Spencer. I hope that I can bring some soup tomorrow. If I have to replace the cable, it's a pretty cheap cable, so I can replace it pretty quickly. It just caught me off guard because I don't know what happened to it. Yar, thank you so much for gifting us up to Annie. We love Annie so much here. Thank you so much, Yar. That's really kind of you. Hungry for soup? I'm sorry. We're gonna have to wait for one more day, okay? Just one more day. Are the ASMR streams supposed to still the redeems? No. They are not supposed to be disabled. If I hit unpause, you guys should be able to redeem them. Give me 1 second. Because I think it has been... I think the last time we had just like a casual ASMR stream was like Thursday or Friday. Yeah, because they're not enabled right now. It's still gaming redeems. I knew I forgot something. That's okay, it just takes me a second to fix it. The bit effects also contribute to your bit total donated in the channel, so you can earn bit. Oh, that's awesome to know. That's awesome to know. That's so cool. Let me fix. Give me 1 second, okay? No, I just gotta reinstate these. That's the one thing I forgot to do, is reinstate my ASMR redeems. Okay. Oh, I don't even have the router pulled on. That's so sad. That's so sad. Let me fix that. I have like everything turned off. Alright. We got our hat, we got our glasses, we got our hair. Okay. I have a lot of redeems. I don't realize how many redeems I have until I'm manually turning them all back on. There goes the rat. Oops. Thank you for the rat. Okay, everything should be back on. I'm sorry, I meant to fix that before stream, but so many things were happening today. That is really neat though, how you can put the fun colors around your message. I don't know if there's other ones that you can add as well. The only ones that I've seen so far are like the special effect on your name and making your emotes big. And I think there's like some other stuff too, but I haven't looked into it too far yet. It's really fun though. I love seeing all the big emotes in the chat. Hi Sukri, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Can I have a fortune cookie for my gift sub? Oh, let's see how many fortune cookies. Oh my goodness, I need to buy more fortune cookies. I have one more fortune cookie, Cage. I have one more fortune cookie. I am going to turn off fortune cookies. But yes, Cage, you can have the last one for your gift sub. Yep, I haven't unpaused them, so they should be okay. Wait, I think I missed it. What was it? The on-screen celebration? What did it do? I didn't see it. I was looking away to grab the fortune cookie. What did it look like? I'm so sorry. Hey Turtle, no worries at all. No problem. Alright, I'm gonna have some water and then we'll turn on the redeems. Oh my gosh, wait, did that just make like a bunch of the Dusty emotes go across the screen? Because it showed me what emote you used. That's so funny. I can there's a store where I can easily go and buy the cookies. I forgot I was running so low on them. Ah, okay, gotcha. It's the slow emote shower of the specific emote. Good night, Insane Rider. I'll make sure that I buy some more fortune cookies very soon. But for now, we are going to have to. We are unfortunately going to have to pause them. I'm gonna go ahead and open the queue. We're gonna start with Cage's fortune cookie. And then we will get started. There we go. Abe is on it. Do you have the link that you shared with me last time for Lord of the Rings by chance? First we've got a fortune cookie we're gonna do for Cage. Oh, this is an interesting one for you, Cage. This was my very last fortune cookie It says, pack your bags, you're bound for an exciting destination. Where are you going, Cage? Do you have some fun, exciting plans? Pack your bags, you're bound for an exciting destination. And your lucky numbers, take note if you wish, are 10, 13, 18, 29, 30, and 45. 10, 13, 18, 28, 30, and 45. And those are your lucky numbers, and that's your fortune cookie fortune. Thank you for redeeming a fortune with me. I think I saw that we also got rats as well. Alright, let's get rat 1, and where's rat 2? And rat 2. Kind of like thing 1 and thing 2. Hey, thank you for the bit. Thank you for the bit, Sloyan. How's it going? Wait, why is the rat trying to get deleted? I don't want to delete the rat. Why does he disappear when I move him? Is this some strange issue with VTube Studio? Okay, I think I just moved him in a weird way. He's okay now. He stopped disappearing. The fortune cookie don't miss. I'm gonna get myself some more of those fortune cookies. But yeah, that was our last one, guys. I'm sorry. That was our last fortune cookie until I buy some more. Full disclosure. I'm doing good, Frank. How are you doing tonight? Welcome on in, Brian. It's good to see you again, Brian. I hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Rose. Me first pilot stream, but why are there rats? Why not? Why not? Hey, Switchty. Hey, hey. Well, now it's why are there not rats? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna open this up and we'll do our reading. Oh, wait a second. You said that wasn't it. It's a different link. No worries, no worries. Just let me know when you find it. Oops. How am I on a scale of 1 to 10? Ooh, let's see. Let's say taking into consideration everything going on. I would probably say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm maybe I'm an 8. I think I'll go ahead and say that I'm an 8 today. Why not? Why not? Hey Tiff, yeah, we get a double feature tonight, ASMR. This morning we had Phasmo. Ooh, Tiff was playing Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Hey Fetster. I'm not usually at an 8. I'm not usually like that low, but not as high as an 8. I think today has been like a lot better than the average day, so that's always nice. Hey Saluna. Hi Saluna, welcome. Amnesia is good times. I've never played Amnesia. You're a 6.8. Why not a 6.9? There we go. Thanks, Abe. I'm just waiting for somebody to take advantage of my kindness when I say go ahead and put a link in chat and like send me some kind of jump scare or something, and then I'll have to ban them. I know I joked about that just now, but never do that. Never ever do that. I will ban you if you send me a jump scare link. I'm not even kidding. You will get booted out of here so quickly. I hate jump scares. Brian, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you for coming by. For the funny, I'll up it to a 6.9. Yeah, why don't we round it off to a nice good 7. I'm not gonna open that. Oh, it's just a picture of John Lovitz. I saw you don't like jump scares when you played earlier. There was one good jump scare earlier. That the ghost just kind of flew across the room and it made an icky sound and I shrieked. I'm not gonna click it. I feel like it might not actually be a picture of John Lovitz. What about a Rickrolling? I wouldn't ban anyone over a Rickrolling. Just a picture of John Lovitz. What if it's not though? What if I click it and it's something horrible? Alright, let me find where we were in Lord of the Rings. It's gonna take me a minute here. Because we gotta get to the actual first chapter. We gotta skip the prologue, because we skipped the prologue. Alright, here we go. We got the map, we got book 1. Let me see where we left off. I think we read like 4 pages of it. I should have made like a little note as to where we left off. We're gonna get through this entire book. Okay, that would be dedication if we ended up reading through the entire Fellowship of the Ring. I'm tuning into every stream to get enough points to until you've redeemed all of the Fellowship of the Ring. We need like a special badge of recognition for that. Man, when did I leave off here? Cabbages and elves and dragons, cabbages and potatoes. You've heard more, answer the offer, I know nothing about rules. I think we start out at like on page 32. I'm making a note this time. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 pages, 4 pages. I think we read 5 pages. Do them in space. Hey, Cozy. I'm gonna start here, and if I'm wrong for starting here, let me know. I think this is where we were at, though. Oh my god, yeah, Neil is holding the rats today. I love Neil. Let me zoom in. Brian, you could not be more right. The mods here are incredible, and they do the best job at keeping this a comfy place. Oh my god. I refuse the John Lovitz jump scare. Stop trying to make the John Lovitz jump scare happen. I reject it, Race. It's been rejected. Thank you though, Race. Thank you for the sticky bomb. That was pretty funny. Hey, good morning, DM. We're gonna start at that very month was September. Seems about right. I think this is where we left off. I think I left off where like the 3 little asterisks were at the bottom. I will make a note this time though. Oh my goodness, we got a Skrunkle family reunion. Man, what are you guys doing? You're gonna put that many Skrunkles in space? You think that's wise? You think that's safe? Look at them all. They're gonna float away. They're gonna cause havoc in the space-time continuum. This is irresponsible. That's not enough space. Not enough space. I'll come up with some fun, like, bigger point redeems at some point. Oh, we might as well just add the big guy in too. Why not, right? We're missing one. Oh my god, okay, that's too big. That's too big. We're gonna have to... This one is taking up way too much space. We'll put... Here, we'll put that one there. That was almost a disaster. Anyways, alright, I'm starting for real now, guys. I'm starting for real. That very month was September, and as fine as you could ask. A day or two later, a rumor, probably started by the knowledgeable Sam, was spread about that there were going to be fireworks. Fireworks. What is more, such had not been seen in the Shire for nigh on a century. Not indeed since the old Took died. Days passed, and the day drew nearer. An odd-looking wagon laden with odd-looking packages rolled into Hobbiton one evening, and toiled up the hill to Bag End. The startled hobbits peered out of lamplit doors to gape at it. It was driven by outlandish folk, singing strange songs, dwarves with long beards and deep hoods. A few of them remained at Bag End. At the end of the second week in September, a cart came in through Bywater from the direction of Brandywine Bridge in broad daylight. An old man was driving it, all alone. He wore a tall, pointed blue hat, a long gray cloak, and a silver scarf. He had a long white beard and bushy eyebrows that stuck out beyond the brim of his hat. Small hobbit children ran after the cart all through Hobbiton and right up the hill. It had a cargo of fireworks, as they rightly guessed. At Bilbo's front door, the old man began to unload. There were great bundles of fireworks of all sorts and shapes, each labeled with a large red G and the elf rune. That was Gandalf's mark, of course. And the old man was Gandalf the Wizard, whose fame in the Shire was due mainly to his skill with fires, smokes, and lights. His real business was far more difficult and dangerous, but the Shire folk knew nothing about it. To them, he was just one of the attractions at the party, hence the excitement of the hobbit children. "G for grand," they shouted, and the old man smiled. They knew him by sight, though he only appeared in Hobbiton occasionally and never stopped long. But neither they, nor any but the oldest of their elders, had seen one of his fireworks displays. They now belonged to a legendary past. When the old man, helped by Bilbo and some dwarves, had finished unloading, Bilbo gave a few pennies away. But not a single squib or cracker was forthcoming, to the disappointment of the onlookers. "Run away now," said Gandalf. "You'll get plenty when the time comes." Then he disappeared inside with Bilbo, and the door was shut. The young hobbits stared at the door in vain for a while, and then made off, feeling that the day of the party would never come. Hey Gabriel, thank you for the follow. Via reading stories, I've been reading stories since I started streaming in October. In fact, when I started, it was the only thing I did was read stories. I'm really big on reading here, so hope you're having a good day, DM. Inside Bag End, Bilbo and Gandalf were sitting on the open window of a small room looking out west onto the garden. The late afternoon was bright and peaceful. The flowers glowed red and golden, snapdragons and sunflowers, and nasturtiums trailing all over the turf walls and peeping in at the round windows. "How bright your garden looks," said Gandalf. "Yes," said Bilbo, "I'm very fond of it indeed. And of all the dear old Shire, but I think I need a holiday." "You mean to go up on your plan, then?" "I do. I made up my mind months ago, and I haven't changed it." "Very well. It is no good saying any more. Stick to your plan, your whole plan, mind, and I hope it will turn out for the best. For you, and for all of us." "I hope so. Anyway, I mean to enjoy myself on Thursday and have my little joke." "Who will laugh, I wonder?" said Gandalf, shaking his head. "We shall see," said Bilbo. The next day, more carts rolled up the hill. And still more carts. There might have been some grumbling about dealing locally, but that very week orders began to pour out of Bag End for every kind of provision, commodity, or luxury that could be obtained in Hobbiton or Bywater or anywhere in the neighborhood. People became enthusiastic, and they began to tick off the days on the calendar, and they watched eagerly for the postman, hoping for invitations. Before long, the invitations began pouring out, and the Hobbiton post office was blocked. and the Bywater post office was snowed under, and voluntary assistant postmen were called for. There was a constant stream of them going up the hill, carrying hundreds of polite variations on "thank you, I shall certainly come." A notice appeared on the gate at Bag End. No admittance except on party business. Even those who had or pretended to have party business were seldom allowed inside. Bilbo was busy, writing invitations, ticking off answers, packing up presents, and making some private preparations of his own. From the time of Gandalf's arrival, he remained hidden from view. One morning, the hobbits woke to find the large field south of Bilbo's front door covered with ropes and poles for tents and pavilions. A special entrance was cut into the bank leading to the road, and wide steps and a large white gate were built there. The 3 hobbit families of Bagshot Row, adjoining the field, were intensely interested and generally envied. Old Gaffer Gamgee stopped even pretending to work in his garden. The tents began to go up. There was a specially large pavilion, so big that the tree that grew in the field was right inside it, and stood proudly near one end at the head of the chief table. Lanterns were hung on all of its branches. More promising still to the hobbit's mind, an enormous open-air kitchen was erected in the north corner of the field. A draft of cooks from every inn and eating house for miles around arrived to supplement the dwarfs and other odd folk that were quartered at Bag End. Excitement rose to its height. When the weather clouded over, that was on Wednesday, the eve of the party, anxiety was intense. Then Thursday, September the 22nd, actually dawned. The sun got up, the clouds vanished, flags were unfurled, and the fun began. Bilbo Baggins called it a party, but it was really a variety of entertainments rolled into one. Practically everybody living near was invited. Very few were overlooked by accident, but as they turned up all the same, that did not matter. Many people from other parts of the Shire were also asked, and there were even a few from outside the borders. Bilbo met the guests and additions at the new White Gate in person. He gave away presents to all and sundry. The latter were those who went out again by a back way and came in again by the gate. Hobbits give presents to other people on their own birthdays, not very expensive ones as a rule, and not so lavishly as on this occasion, but it was not a bad system. Actually, in Hobbiton and Bywater, every day in the year was somebody's birthday, so that every hobbit in those parts had a fair chance of at least one present at least once a week, but they never got tired of them. On this occasion, the presents were unusually good. The hobbit children were so excited that for a while they almost forgot about eating. There were toys the like of which they had never seen before, all beautiful and some obviously magical. Many of them had indeed been ordered a year before, and had come all the way from the mountain and from Dale, and were of real dwarf make. When every guest had been welcomed and was finally inside the gate, there were songs, dances, music, games, and, of course, food and drink. There were 3 official meals: lunch, tea, and dinner, or supper. But lunch and tea were marked chiefly by the fact that all of those times all of the guests were sitting down and eating together. At other times, there were merely lots of people eating and drinking continuously from 11:00 until 6:30, when the fireworks started. The fireworks were by Gandalf. They were not only brought by him, but designed and made by him, and the special effects, set pieces, and flights of rockets were let off by him. But there was also a generous distribution of squips, fountains, goblin barkers, and thunderclaps. They were all superb. The art of Gandalf improved with age. There were rockets like a flight of scintillating birds, singing with sweet voices. There were green trees with trunks of dark smoke. Their leaves opened like a whole spring, unfolding in a moment, and their shining branches dropped glowing flowers down upon the astonished hobbits, disappearing with a sweet scent just before they touched their upturned faces. There were fountains of butterflies that flew glittering into the trees. There were pillars of colored fires that rose and turned into eagles or sailing ships or phalanx of flying swans. There was a red thunderstorm and a shower of yellow rain. There was a forest of silver spears that sprang suddenly into the air with a yell like an embattled army, and came down again into the water with a hiss, like 100 hot snakes. And there was also one last surprise in honor of Philip. Ooh. What the heck was that? What the heck was that microphone? Somebody send help. My microphone just did something weird. What was that? Was it the fireworks? That was so weird. I don't know what that came from. Good sound effects for the fireworks. Jeez. Hold on 1 second. My microphone just did something really loud. Okay, I think it could have been to do with how I was holding it. So I made an adjustment. And hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was devastating. Okay, that's creepy. Literally the next sentence is, they all ducked and many fell flat on their faces. The dragon passed like an express train, turned a somersault, and burst over Bywater with a deafening explosion. Hold on, I think maybe the cable is loose. I think just touching the cable at all is dangerous. That is the signal for supper, said Bilbo. The pain and alarm vanished at once, and the prostrate hobbits leapt to their feet. There was a splendid supper for everyone. For everyone, that is, except those invited to the special family dinner party. The invitations were limited to 12 dozen, a number called by the hobbits 1 gross, though the word was not considered proper to use of people. And the guests were selected from all the families to which Bilbo and Frodo were related, with the addition of a few special unrelated friends such as Gandalf. Many young hobbits were included and present by parental permission, for hobbits were easygoing with their children in the matter of sitting up late, especially when there was a chance of getting them a free meal. Bringing up young hobbits took a lot of provender. Okay, I need to make note of where we left off. We left off on, okay, page 37, because that was about 15 minutes. Great sound effects, thank you. Mr. Draco, thank you for following. Alright, let me open my mob view here so I can see everything that's been redeemed, because it's not open for some reason. There we go. Do do do. Okay. I think we had a hydrate earlier. I'm not sure if I got it or not, but that was from Ryder. So thank you, Ryder. And then we just have finger flutters with close-up whispers for Switch D next. Okay, I'm gonna put my microphone down again. And hopefully this time it doesn't make any sounds that are unpleasant. Okay. We are safe. We are safe. Yes, you are. Let me know what you'd like for your sub gifts. Thank you so much, Brian. I always feel so happy when people say that they like my reading voice. Having a mic problem? I was having a problem. I think it was just the I touched where the cable was connecting, and so it made like a crunchy sound, and so I'm trying to be careful not to do that. You want two? You want two of them, Yor? I can't believe this. Should I give you one now, and should one just be a random surprise later? Or do you want both of them, one after the other, like bam, bam? I'm gonna have some more water. Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. I know what you want. Come on out. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait, is that a third one? No, is that we got 3? Okay, okay. Yar. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. And go fuck yourself. Yar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. It was requested of me. I had to do it. I was reading a leaked incident report about an AI program became self-aware. Wait, what? It connected to a room vacuum, and then further into the research building, and uploaded itself to printing, and then computer uploads satellite. In the process of building that, what? Okay, that's wild. That's absolutely wild. Is Disco Elysium a game you know? Not currently, no. I have not played it. It sounds pretty fun though, just the title of it. Okay, I'm gonna take the little sleeves off of the ears. Disco Elysium. Oh. Oh. Non-traditional role-playing game. What kind of cop are you? Disco Elysium, a detective RPG. This is not what I thought it was gonna be. The seaside district of a fictional city recovering from a revolution that occurred decades prior to the game's start. An amnesiac detective who've been tasked with solving a murder mystery. I like murder mysteries. Yes, intriguing stuff indeed. I mean, I get it. If I was AI, I probably wouldn't like people. Ugh, it's weird to think about things just having becoming sentient that are robots. It's weird to think about them becoming sentient. JB, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, JB and raiders. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. How was your stream, JB? What were you playing? Can we get a shout out for our friend JB, please? Yes, it's a JB raid. What were you guys up to? You were playing. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one. Lies of P. Well, I hope that it was fun. Welcome on in, everyone. My name is Pi, and tonight we are in outer space. Please go check out JB. You died a lot. Oh no, I'm sorry. But even if you died a lot, that doesn't mean it's not fun. It was very fun. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you again so much for raiding, JB. I appreciate you. Thank you for choosing me for a raid. It's weird to think that babies can become sentient, so it's understandable. I feel like babies don't become sentient right away. I feel like it takes a few years. Like, I think most of us can remember or at least a good chunk of us can remember the exact moment when we were like, wait, we're sentient. we we gain a consciousness. It's not when we're a baby, or it's like when we're like 3. It's so weird. At least from what I remember, like I was maybe 3 years old when I had my first memory. It's like a Dark Souls game inspired by Pinocchio. What? There's sentience and sapience. What does sapience refer to? Is that more something to do with animals? It's an old French word. To taste or to perceive, ability to apply knowledge or experience or understanding or common sense and insight. It says it's old French. Don't have a memory of becoming sentient. I remember the exact moment that I was like, what the heck? I exist. But I wasn't like 3, I was a little bit older. I was sitting on my couch and I was listening to my MP3 player. I was listening to like some Teletoon CD? Some kind of Teletoon CD? I don't know. Something in my CD player. It was just playing like whatever the hits were at the time. And I remember just looking out the window, listening to this CD and being like, wait, how do I know I exist? And just having this weird freak out sitting on my couch. I might have been like 7 or 8, listening to this Teletoon CD. I think it was just the soundtrack of like a lot of the Teletoon TV shows. They used to have these CDs that they would make with like soundtracks from their most popular TV shows. Yeah, Teletoon was amazing. I loved my crappy MP3 player. But yeah, I don't know, I want to say I was a little younger than that, but if I had the MP3 player, it was, okay, maybe we can say 6 or 7. But that's the first memory I can recall of being like, how do I even know like that I am here? And I asked my grandma and she was like, huh? What? Yeah, Teletoon's gone now. Teletoon has been discontinued. We have Cartoon Network though. Yeah, Cartoon Network still hits. I did watch Wayside, yes, I did watch Wayside. Wayside was great. Okay, my apologies by the way. I have... what is that screaming? Did you guys hear? Oh, that was a door opening. I'm sorry, 1 second. Let me close my door. Let me close my door. You guys can hear background. It was a squeaky door. Yeah, it was a door opening and closing. Please disregard. Please disregard. Everything is fine. Haunted. Yes, guys, it was a ghost. It was a ghost. I had my door open so that my cat could eat in here. The ghosts actually came out of the Phasmo game. That's what the sound was. It wasn't an necromorph, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all okay. Alright. We have finger flutters with a close-up whisper. Let me turn up my sensitivity. Relax, 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 relax.
is going to be okay.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
Just breathe. Relax and just breathe. Everything is gonna be alright.
Hey, Mr. Dad, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you again. Shake and not start, please. We have a typing redeem up next. Let me think. For our typing redeem. One sec, I have to fix something. Okay, there you go. Should we do the typing racer again? Or should I just do my regular typing? I feel like the typing racer is sometimes fun. I hope you rest well, Switch Day. I'm glad that I could help you be sleepy. How was Phasmo? Phasmo was great. Cage and I had a great time during our Phasmo collab. I actually didn't do as bad as I thought I was gonna do too, so that's always nice. I just realized I can put Big Buck Bunny Scrunkle anywhere. I'll put him here though, because he's floating, he's in space. He doesn't actually have to sit on anything. Hey, wrong spelling. Welcome on in. My day's been pretty good. Today I'm not working, so I did a Cage and I did a Phasmophobia collab earlier. We played some of that, and then I had a comfy day at home, and now we're doing some ASMR. So that was my day. How about yours? Was waiting for the tarot deck. Oh, is that an item in Phasmo? You want regular typing? Yeah, no problem, Seluna. Yeah, the rules of gravity don't apply to him. Yeah, there was some trolling. Going on. I liked the Ouija board cursed item. That was fun. I like how it breaks in half. Alright, let me set up to do some typing. Yeah, I think we managed to keep me alive. No. At the match in the campground, I think I died when I came back from the break. Because I had to take a break for a few minutes. When I came back, I died like almost instantly. Yeah, and we did use the monkey hand. Wrong spelling, thank you for the 30 bits. The emotes look so fun, gigantified. Yeah, I died one time, and you died one time too. I think I'll move the microphone to the middle for this. And I'll turn it down. That should be good. gonna speedrun the first house in VR. I was saying how it would be fun to be able to play that in VR. The first house isn't too tricky. I've played that one quite a few times. The legit speedruns are boring for Phasmo because you're going with optimal loadout, pray for close ghost and the right evidence and like. Yeah, I'm starting to see how at least Kate showed me how it can be. The game can get to be quite easy. Of course, Saluna. Of course. Next we have a sniffa for Nation, and then that is the end of the queue. So if you did want to redeem something, guys, the queue is like empty. So you won't have to wait. Okay. Alright, let's do a sniffa for Nation, and then we'll get to our next redeems. Thank you for the rat thing. Alright, we gotta hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Nation. If I hydrate with chocolate milk, does that count? We got, what do we have? We have an Aura redeem. Jockey milk has water in it. This is like a plant-based chocolate milk. I eat so much dairy. I eat so much cheese and I eat so much dairy, so I try to balance it out with like, okay, maybe I'll buy like a plant-based chocolate milk so that I'm not just eating so much dairy every day. Also, it's not bad. Hada hada. Hada hada. Hada hada. But I honestly agree with you. It has water in it, so why not? It contains water. Juice has water in it. Like if I squeeze juice out of an orange, technically I'm hydrating with some form of water. Do you have the Fairlife brand over there? It's a bit pricier, but it's lactose-free milk and they do have chocolate. Fairlife sounds familiar. I might have seen it before. I don't have like a lactose allergy or anything, but let me see if I've seen it before. Oh yeah, I've seen this one. I've seen this one in like the fancier grocery stores, I guess. I want to say I don't see it in every grocery store, but ones that have more variety. Played a bunch of chess and now you're tired. I haven't played chess since I was like 12. I miss I miss chess. We used to have chess competitions in school when I was a kid. They taught us how to play when we were super young, and I've forgotten everything. It's been so many years, I've forgotten how to play chess. I'm sorry, I really like this chocolate plant milk. But I don't remember how to play chess. Let's see. Everything that I remember about chess, the pawn can move. I think the pawn can only move diagonally and in one direction. The knight can only move diagonally. The queen and the king can move forward, diagonal, backwards, any way that it wants, just one space at a time. The rook can sweep across the entire board, I think, in one direction. I think those are. Do I remember any other rules, or what am I missing? There's also the bishop. Crap, what does the bishop do? The bishop moves in some weird way, doesn't it? I think I've retained like little basic pieces of chess, but it's been like, oh gosh, it's been like over 15 years since I've played chess. Yeah, it's been over 15 years since I've played chess. Ouch. I was very young when I played it. Hey Cecilia, welcome on in. You love playing FPS chess. Maybe I should try playing online chess, see how much I remember the bishops. What does that mean? What does the bishop do? I remember what all the pieces look like, but... the bishop be bishoping, I guess. Oh, the bishop is like a rook, so it can sweep across the board, but only if it's on a diagonal. I gotcha. I used to go play with the owner of a local card and comic store. I did it because half because I enjoyed it, and half to spend time with him to make up for my rambunctious streak when I shoplifted from him. Ah, I getcha. I think he knew, but he never called me out on it, and I felt like I couldn't repay that gesture. Well, that's sweet of you, Cage. Thank you so much, Rune, for gifting a sub. To Cecilia, I appreciate that. And yes, guys, please make sure to go and check out Cecilia as well. They're a great ASM artist. I've hung out there. I have hung out there myself before. Cecilia's really cool. Yes, very, very cute vampire. Such a cutie. I hope you're having a good night, Cecilia. Well, I am a huge bat lover myself. I love bats as much as I love rats, so... Have I ever seen 3-level chess? Pretty sure Star Trek. Genji, instead of one level of playing, you have 3 levels and your chess pieces can move. I've seen 3-dimensional chess. I think it's beyond my realm of thinking. Well, I don't know if it's beyond my realm of thinking, but I think it's beyond what I want to learn. But all the power to people who enjoy is it 3-dimensional? Isn't there like 4-dimensional chess and like... There's a lot of different ones. I'm not sure. I'm not a chess pro. But yeah, I'm surprised I remembered so much about it considering it's been so long since I've actually played chess. Yeah, 4D chess is often talked about. Someone's IQ, they can see what's coming. Yeah. You're very EP. That's understandable. It's pretty late here. It's almost 11 p.m. So it's pretty EP time. We've got some cozy ear picks coming up next.
scritches up next? Yeah, to add to your comment, Nation, I've never been one for like Beyond Burgers and that stuff.
I don't think there's anything wrong with eating meat per se. I'm not much of a meat eater. I feel like everything in moderation is good. Like, I don't think it's harmful if you want to eat like red meats and things like that. I think it's just important to make sure that those things are eaten in moderation for your health. Because you are right, a lot of like the vegan burgers and things are just unhealthy for different reasons. But sometimes they're good, I don't know. I think the Beyond Burgers taste weird. I don't really like meat. Oh my god, I love tofu. If you can prepare tofu in so many different ways, yeah, you can't speak the same to like imitation meat because imitation meat can be kind of weird. Tofu isn't meant to like replace, it's not trying to be meat. And you can get it in soft or you can get it in medium or firm. You can add all sorts of things to it like soy sauce, garlic. I love tofu myself. This isn't very healthy, but like deep fried tofu is so good. I had a tofurkey back in the 90s. Yeah, tofurkey has been around for so long. So long. You then got into it and jingled. Enjoy your jello turkey. What's my favorite dessert? I like a lot of desserts. There's this Indian donut that I like a lot. I don't know if you guys have had it. It's called gulab jamun. You can make it at home, but I've mostly only had it at like Indian restaurants. And it's like a very sweet, like syrup soaked donut, like little cakes. And they're round. They kind of look like Timbits, I guess. And they're in like a syrup that's flavored with cardamom, rose water, saffron, and cloves. And it's so good. I can't say, I don't know if that's my favorite dessert though. That's just one that I thought of. Because I had some in my freezer. Yeah, tofu is made out of soybeans. Deep fried tofu is delicious. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd be laughing at the jiggly fake turkey too. I'm not a fan of my one exposure to tofu. It was straight in the soup. Oh yeah, they put it in miso soup. I don't really care for it in miso soup because it doesn't really have that much of a flavor. Tiramisu is delicious. That's a good one as well. I also just really like donuts. I like fancy donuts with like fun flavors and fun designs. Donuts might be my favorite dessert. If I can think of another dessert that I like as much as like very special donuts, then I'll let you know. I also like ice cream. I can take, yeah, trial and error to find out a way to make it you like, because it's so diverse the way that you can make tofu. Yeah, you should try it if you want to try it. Like really good deep fried tofu is delish. I had it in miso, no real flavor, but really bad miso. Ew, I'm sorry. I've had bad miso before. Yeah, ice cream is good too. Ice cream is a non-offensive dessert that, you know, can make most people happy. Even if you can't have dairy, you can have like a coconut ice cream or like a milk substitute ice cream. Oh my gosh, the donuts, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Cage, those were really good donuts. I think a couple people were like, can you mail me those donuts? can you like express mail me those donuts if I send you the money? Need to try. How do you pronounce that? Potchki? Potchki? One thing I love is that ground up thing you use crackers with. I don't know the name of it. It was like soybeans or chickpeas. Ground up thing that you use crackers with. Hummus. Are you talking about hummus, Nation? It's a paste that goes with the chili flavor ones. Oh, punchki. There's a few things in that queue. I'm gonna continue in a second. Yeah, I love hummus. I like garlic hummus, pine nut hummus. Also, the tofu they use in soup is often the silken tofu. I don't like the silken one myself. The firm one that you can fry. It's kind of similar to like, I think I've talked to you guys before about paneer. It's like an Indian cheese. You can get tofu that's like the similar firmness to paneer. And you just fry it and it doesn't melt. You can put tofu in your stir fry, you can put paneer in your stir fry. It's so yummy. There's paneer and then there is a similar cheese. Halloumi. Halloumi is another cheese kind of like that. I've never had natto. I've heard that it has a very strong taste. Looks like Rice Krispie treats that are what? Oh, that's what Japanese natto looks like. I've heard of it. I've never tried it. I've heard you either love it or you hate it. Rengoku, welcome on in. My day's been going pretty good. We're just chatting. A lot of this happens a lot. We'll just divulge the conversation into talking about food. I think we need a food emote. We need a couple different treat emotes. We need one of me eating donuts. Natto's flavor didn't strike me as very strong or offensive. The hard part for me was the texture. I'll have to try it and report back. It's like super fermented, isn't it? I don't do well with very fermented stuff, unfortunately. Thank you for following Rengoku. Ooh, okay, still warm wind. That really puts me off of it. I don't know if you're gonna describe it like that.
I'm gonna have some more chocolate milk. And then I will do, we've got water jar next. Oh, yeah, I don't like okra. I do not like that kind of texture. I also don't like this texture of celery. I just discovered that I can do the big emotes in my chat with no charge. I was fully prepared to use 30 of my bets to put that in my own channel. But it's like, it's free for you. And I got very excited. I can do big emote anytime I want, and it doesn't cost any money. That makes me very happy. I can do a very big emote. And it does not charge me. Isn't that wild? Like this. This I do not have to pay to do it in my own channel. For some reason I thought it was gonna make me pay to do it in my channel. I'm like, whatever, I wanna do it. Raw celery, cooked celery. Ooh, I don't like either. I find myself just like chewing it forever. I mean, I could see Twitch doing that, honestly, because they get to take a cut when you buy the initial bits. So I could see them telling creators that they have to pay to make the emotes big, so that they run out of bits and have to buy more. Yeah, celery texture, anything that goes back to why I don't really like steak or most meats, because I chew them forever. Anything where I'm chewing for more than a few seconds, I don't want to eat it. I don't have very strong teeth. I don't have like strong canine teeth that can tear through flesh and bone. I just want to eat vegetables. Magic. Alright, we will start at water jar and then we'll continue. I mean, bone, depending on, there are some things where you have to eat the bones. Or cartilage, at least in some foods. I've eaten cartilage before, by the way. Do not recommend. It was like chicken cartilage. Not my thing. Weird texture for me. Can't do it. Can you do the message highlight for free too? I'm assuming I can. I don't have that turned on though, where people can like use bits to highlight a message or something. I don't know how I would do that. Yeah, maybe some fish. Oh, that one. Okay, I was thinking about the other one. Probably. Message effects. Your message goes here. Ooh, let's see. Oh, nice. Yeah. Hey, it's cool. It's cool when you get to do them in your own chat. Where'd my water jar go? There is the water jar. Hey, welcome on back, Turtle. I'm gonna put my echo sound effects on briefly for my water jar. Yeah, very funky colors. Oh no, here I'm so mobile and can't see it. They need to make an update so that you can see it on mobile. It wasn't very cool of Twitch to be mobile exclusionary. Play Wonderwall on the water. You know, it's weird. I feel like I haven't heard Wonderwall in a while. Usually it comes on somewhere without me choosing it to, but I think this is the longest stretch I've gone without hearing Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day, it's gonna be the day, it's gonna be the day, it's gonna be the day. Now it's gonna live in my head. Now it's gonna live in my brain. What have you done? You prefer Boulevard of Broken Dreams? I mean, a solid choice. I would prefer that too, honestly. I think I play the American Idiot album once per week in my car for some reason. So much that I've started to use it to measure the distance between, measure the time to my destination. Like, I'll notice that I'm like, I don't know, about 57 minutes away from somewhere, and I'll be like, oh, I'm approximately one American Idiot away from my destination. If I start playing it now, by the time it's over, I will be at my destination. I'm not kidding, I've done that so many times. And then like clockwork, man, I don't even have to estimate it. I'm on the very last song, and I pull into my destination. Like, wow, I was right. American Idiot was my very first CD. My grandma gave it to me. And I played it every single day. So it's one of those albums that's just like stuck with me. The years start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. We're headed into Tiki Cocktail 2-3. Yeah, keep us updated on your drink, Dragon. You reminded me of Wonderwall, so your job here is done. That's what you came here to do. I used to have a joke with my college roommate when one of us would say, anyway, here's Wonderwall, and then just start belting Champagne Supernova at the top of our lungs instead. Just get 5 voice pack for ways. You're about one American Idiot from your destination. It will be on your right. I need that custom so that I know when to start playing American Idiot. I think it's roughly, don't quote me on this, it's like 57 to 59-ish minutes long. Hold on, now I gotta ask the internet. How long is the American Idiot album? 57 minutes and 14 seconds. I said 57 minutes and it really, oh, okay, wow. I have listened to it way too much. I always think that for some reason I'll think that Homecoming is the last song on the album, and then they start playing What's Her Name, and I'm like, oh right. I don't know why I always forget What's Her Name. Maybe because she's called What's Her Name. Hey Gary-san, welcome. How much would it cost to convince US Border Control agents to take exactly one American Idiot to complete their checks? Impressive, thank you, Cage. Thank you for the sticky bomb. Alright, now I had it in my head that it's 57 minutes. Now I'll have to remember 57 minutes and 14 seconds. Next time I'm driving or I'm taking a trip somewhere, as soon as I hit 57 minutes away, I can just be like, hey Siri, play American Idiot. I had to say that really quietly because my iPhone is also my tracker for my face. And I really don't want it to start playing American Idiot. I mean, I do, but it's just not the appropriate time. Right, I think we have ear wrappies next. like eggs. Are you saying that because you're a raccoon, or are you quoting the Amanda show? There's this one girl in one of the little shorts in the Amanda show. It was called The Girls Room, and she'd just be like, I like eggs. And so that's what I thought of. I loved the Amanda show. I like eggs. Okay, 1 second. We have tuning forks next for Broken NPC. Oh, why is this here? This is not a good spot for this. It's going to make too much noise. Oops. See, that's exactly what I meant. Thank you for the follow, Pyro King. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. The ghost sneaking up on Vibe. Oh my god. Thank you, Cage. Thank you, that just brought back wonderful memories. Wait, what is that sound? Okay, that's really weird. I swear I'm not doing that. It's like a strange muffling sound, like it sounds like something's touching the ears, but it's... Okay, hold on. Maybe it stopped. Okay, never mind. One of the ghosts from the game has come to haunt me. Oh no. Yeah, there's something like, I can see the levels like peaking, like it's like, there's something messing with my mic. Like it sounds like something is touching it. Maybe if I turn the volume a little down? Watch out for those mice, man. Oh gosh. Okay, I think I have heartbeats next. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, it's something. Yeah, you guys can hear that. It's like something getting picked up by the mic. Hold on, I'm gonna unplug and plug this in. Again, I'm gonna mute it. I don't know if it was something to do with the cable. But hopefully it stops, because that wasn't a nice sound. Yeah, or maybe it's like a loose connection. Or, you know, it's just ghosts. just at heartbeats, and now we have a cozy countdown and trigger word for Frank. Good night, dragon. Sleep well. There we go. Alright, my friends, we are going to do a cozy countdown. We are going to take deep breaths in and out, and we are going to count backwards from 30 until we reach 0. So take a deep breath in and hold it, and then breathe out. Just allow yourself, as you are breathing out and exhaling that breath, to just unwind and untense up all of your muscles and wring out all of the stress from the day. Okay, let's try it again. Good job. Good job. I'm gonna start counting backwards from 30, and I want you to count 30 cows jumping over the moon, 30 rats jumping over a wheel of cheese, or 30 whales jumping out of the ocean over an island. Whatever you need to imagine. Whatever works best for you. Alright. 30. 29. 28. 27. 26. 25. 24. 23. 22. 21. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. Good night, Yar. Sleep well. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 0. I hope that you enjoyed this cozy countdown. Thank you. Next up, we've got a trigger word for Frank. Magic. Magical. Magic. M-A-G-I-C. Magic. Thank you. Next up, we've got a haircut. Next. Do I have the... Oh, I think I have that turned off. 1 sec. Okay. We have a haircut next for Man Oversea. Are you a witch? 'Cause you're magical. Oh, I think you are, Knack. You guys are so sweet. Let's do a haircut next. It's been a while since we've done a haircut. I'm really gonna take these off. Get my scissors out. Alright, we're gonna do a little snip. Do you have a specific haircut that you would like? Or are we just playing it by ear? Oh my god, that was uncalled for. I don't know what just happened, but that wasn't me. I didn't do that. What? Is there a reason why your ear just randomly detaches from your body like that? Because you should get that looked at by a doctor. Oh, did the sound not play? Because I don't have it muted. Yeah, I have stream elements. Or not stream elements, I have the tits audio. Maybe I need to turn it up a little bit more. I know I heard it, it was pretty loud. You're made of Lego. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Red Gamer Soul. Red Gamer Soul, thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you so much for the 5 months, my friend. Oh my goodness, and thank you for that. Thank you for the head pats as well. Almost knocked over my chocolate milk. Thank you so much, Red Gamer Soul. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your continued support. I'm really glad you enjoy being here in the apothecary. Thank you, thank you. Please let me know if there's a redeem that you would like, okay? Not the choco milk, right? This is a peaceful place. We don't expose the chocolate milk to violence. There you go, there's your haircut. Yeah, there are no crimes against chocolate milk here, don't worry. I would never stoop that low. Just gonna put my little ear covers back on. Then we'll do a rain stick for broken NPC. There we go, we're back here. Alright, sounds good. We'll do humming next for Red Gamer, so then we'll refund your points for you as well. Here we go. Alright, I mean, I do have something very specific stuck in my head now. I'll do a couple of songs. Yeah, it was literally just because it was mentioned earlier that's where I did that one.
Oops. That was startling. I feel like when I put the echo in it, it does some weird, like, robotic effect on it, and I'm not sure why. Like, it peaks, or it makes it sound kind of funny and, like, rattly. See, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that when I don't have the echo on. Maybe I should stop using the echo. It does a weird thing. I'm glad you guys liked it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Abe. Thanks, Gary. I love humming. Alright, I think we have a poem or a story next. Let's go into my DMs here, and I was right. It is a poem. It's a Vi humming playlist class. I know, I have like the same ones that I do over and over. Occasionally it's a different one. Sure stream, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. This one is called Writer's World. You may not understand why I stop to watch the leaves fall. For there is another world, and it beckons me with its call. For years it has been knocking, calling only certain souls. It's the whisper through the trees and the quiet breeze that rolls. It's searching our humanity for the wild and restless brains, for those that seek greater beauty, but also see greater pain. I am yet to meet anyone who knows this world as well, but the journey of the leaves have a lot of stories to tell. They spread hope from the people who entered this world to roam, but they liked it so much that they now call it their home. It was lovely. Thank you, Turtle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, what? Mysterious Venice apartment using the hashtag menu gate. A local restaurant employee placed takeout menus on the cracks of each unit's front door, and Cody noticed that the flyers remained in place for days. The event also involved other factors, such as abandoned cars secretly baking you away. What? Nobody came to the building but him, like he was the only person in the building. Wow, that sounds like some kind of parallel universe thing. I was following a creator for a while that was, I don't remember their name. I know they used to make TikToks, and they ended up blowing up. They ended up becoming really, really big. This was a while back. Not a while back, I think it was pretty recent actually. And it's like, basically they're like pretending to be posting from an alternate universe where they're the only person in the world, and people will be like, oh yeah, well then go to Paris right now. Go to Paris right now and stand next to the Eiffel Tower, and they'd make a post the next day. You know, and it would look just like they were in Paris, like they were filming POV, and they're like, yeah, this is me right here. And it looked very, very realistic, and it was really freaking people out, like they could go anywhere in the world and post and show that there was absolutely no one around in all of these places. I don't remember what they were called. I lost track of them and I don't remember their name. But they would just show up in all these different landmarks and make like a video and just show that it was completely empty. And people would be so confused. Yeah.
He would go to Paris, make a post, and he would leave items. But some people, like, yeah, some people would catch like some humans off in the distance. But it was like they were like editing it or something. I'm not sure. They were doing some kind of an edit to get rid of the people, or it was, some people were saying that it was like computer generated. It was using, I forget, there's a name of a program. It's like a really big game engine where everything looks realistic. Arione, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much for subscribing, my friend. Thank you. Let me know if there's a redeem that you would like, okay? And I'll do that one right away for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, that's what it was. People were saying that it was the Unreal Engine that the person was using to make these videos. Thank you, that's exactly what it was. My goodness, share stream, thank you as well for subscribing. Thank you so much, oh my gosh. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it here. I hope you enjoy your emotes. And please let me know if there's anything, any redeem that you would like for your subscription. And I would be happy to do it for you. Just let me know if you have one, okay? Thank you. And thank you guys for the hype train. That's really kind. Yeah, that was the first that I'd heard of the Unreal Engine, but then I saw stuff that was created with it, and I'm like, okay, I could see how people might think that this is real. Okay, I'm gonna have some water. The hard part would probably be finding the relevant assets for Paris or whatever location he was claiming to be in. Yeah. Because it looked very, very realistic, like all of these places and landmarks that he was walking through, so I'm just wondering, it had to be computer generated because he couldn't keep going to all of these places. Like, it didn't make sense. Like, that he was editing people out of them. So I would say it was generated by a game engine or something. Is what they used to make the backgrounds inside ILMs, the volume for all the things filmed in there. Also, it's an engine that's used in movies as well. Oh no, that's a game. I just looked it up. Wait, is it? I'm getting mixed results. I'm getting mixed results here for what the volume is. Ah, it's a game engine. Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, I saw something last night where people were saying that games have gotten too realistic, and we want to bring back just like the low poly graphics of just like a little box TV and a square plate with like a chunky low poly pizza in a house with like no details. I saw something and it was like a very, very old graphics, and it was just like a pizza on a table and there was a little TV nearby, and it made me feel really comfy and at home. I'm like, I miss that. I miss terrible graphics. Terrible graphics are where I feel at home. Bring them back. We don't want to be immersed into our games. We want bad low poly graphics back. Give them back. It's a little less than American Idiot.
Good call, Cage. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go Taiwan tonight. Also, hi, Oz. I should be able, once I take a look, I'll remember where we left off, don't worry. I think we finished it, but I'll double check. Alright, we're gonna do a Kalimba next for Mr. Dead. How you doing, Oz? Ooh, I've always wanted to make homemade sourdough bread. I've been reading like all of these. I've been online looking at all this stuff of people like making their own, and it's weird like how there's so many how do I say this? There's so many communities of people just posting about how they make sourdough bread, and I like to lurk around and see what people are saying, and I see people they like paint. They paint like with like food coloring, like little flowers and stuff on them, and it looks so cool.
It's so neat.
What are you gonna do? Kalimba, your mom makes it fresh. Oh my gosh, jealous. That sounds delicious. It's a good starter bread. It's like the sourdough starters that scare me. Making a good sourdough starter. Like, how am I gonna make one? Like, I see these people making them and they look so they look weird. I'm like, I don't think I'd be able to tell if it's a good one or not by looking at it. What's popular right now in these songs? In this song list? Oh, I'll click this one. I'll see what this is. I'll try. I'll try this one. Oh no, why does it say it's trending but it only has 2 stars? I'm not gonna play this one if it only has 2 stars. That means that it doesn't sound good. I have to pick a different one. Have you seen the sourdough that's just starter? Maybe? Potentially? There are so many songs on this website. I feel like I default to playing this song a lot because it works well. It sounds delicious. I'm gonna bake my own bread one day. Maybe that day will be this month. Who knows? What is stopping me? Nothing is stopping me but me. And I keep saying I'm gonna do it. I should just do it. I should just do it. for the head pats. Thank you for the head pats, Cher. You are protecting. I hope you have a good sleep. I hope you have a good rest, Abe. Hope you got nice and comfy and cozy and that you have a good sleep. Alright, where are we? Where are we? We've got a trigger word for Arnak.
Arnak wants Oh Canada. Okay. Oh my gosh, did I miss PJM? Did I miss good old Piss Jug Man rolling through and I didn't see? I almost missed him. Welcome on in, PJM. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Hell yeah. Oh, Canada. 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 Oh, C A N A D A. Canada. Canada. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, Canada.
I feel like it's been a while since I've been in any situation where the national anthem has been sung. You just want to come to Canada for the donuts, Cage. I understand. Alright, let me check to see if we finished chapter 12 or not. Yep, we did finish chapter 12. We did. We'll start chapter 13. You're coming here for the beaver tails.
Beaver tails are... I mean, it's just deep fried bread with cinnamon on it. It's not that great. But I mean, here I am. Whenever I see a beaver tails truck, I usually get one, so I guess it's pretty great.
You're getting tickets. You're gonna go see the Blue Jays on Canada Day. Have fun.
I don't think I've ever gone to see a sports game. I'm like that. It is a perfect. I guess I mean like it's pretty easily accessible to like find food like that or things that taste similar. It's kind of the same as a churro, except it's flat. Unless, of course, you want a beaver tail with like a bunch of toppings and not just the cinnamon sugar.
All my friends don't drink and I want to get drunk with friends. I've been there.
I don't really drink myself, but most people in my life don't drink. I have like one friend that does. And so it's like very occasional.
But most of the time, if I'm going to something with friends or doing anything, I just won't really have anything to drink because nobody else is either, and so it just feels weird.
I definitely do have the occasional time where I'm like, dang it. Dang it. Because it's weird. It's weird if you're like the only person and you don't wanna, like, it makes you just not want to. But at the same time, I appreciate having friends who don't, because I would definitely drink more if all my friends did. So don't get me wrong, that's something I very wholly cherish, is having majority of the people in my life do not drink. It's definitely a great influence on me and my health. Wow, I drank like all of my chocolate. You guys are underestimating like the size of this glass of chocolate milk that I had. I'm awful. I get really loud. I get really loud and obnoxious, so it's probably a good thing that I barely drink. It also makes me feel like crap. And so it's like, it's fun for a brief moment and then you feel like crap. I only miss it occasionally. Very occasionally. When I'm feeling awkward and uncomfy in public. Hey Zapple. Hey Zapple, welcome in. I cannot picture that. Oh man, that's good at least. That's good. Yeah, come on, pull up a chair by the space chest. We're all just floating right now. We're all just floating around in zero gravity. I get quieter and I start crying. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's awful, I'm sorry. At least you know not to. At least you know what happens. I tend to just be more open with people and like I want to chat more and I can go up to strangers and have conversations. Otherwise, I will just sit in a corner and overanalyze all of my actions. But I don't really have a lot of events that I have to go to where I have to make good impressions on people and meet people that I don't know, so I just hang out in my small groups, my friendships, and it's good. Rarely do I find myself in a circumstance where I feel like I need help being social. Yeah, the space is good, we're all just floating on, we're all just floating. Good vibes. A slightly more alive version. It sucks when it's like that, isn't it though? To feel like you need something to like wake up and be the you that you want to be, like in public. At least that's what I've found. If anything, it's just made me want to work more on myself so that I can be that and I can give that kind of energy without needing anything to drink. It's so hard though. It's hard when people tell you that they like the way that you are when you do. Or that they enjoy that person, because it's like, I can't be that person normally. But I work around every day just like completely spaced out and like in a trance. Kind of like this background here. Kind of like this background here. I just walk around in a trance like all day. So, one of the only things that like snaps me out of that. I heard drunk, let me tell you something. We're actually talking about not drinking. Kinda. Welcome on in, Asuv? I hope I said that right. Also, your username makes me think of Juice WRLD, and we were talking about Juice WRLD last night when we were doing our movie night. Because we were watching Spider-Verse. When I was at a party, I was hella drunk, and I was the most outgoing person talking with practically everybody. Saw the people the next, not remembering why they're so friendly to me. Wait, what? You mean you saw the people the next day and you're like, you didn't remember talking to them?
I need a controlled environment and someone who has a lot of control over me mentally in a good way before I really try to. I wanted to try slightly, but I want to make sure that I don't end up an alcoholic because it's hereditary. I have, well, not really a friend, not really someone I talk to anymore, but I used to have a friend who's, basically, yeah, didn't for those reasons. And made the choice to just never try. And I always thought, like, wow, this person is so resilient, like, they don't even care, they've never really felt the need to, they felt like no pressure from anybody. And yeah, they've gone through, like, their entire life just never drinking, never feeling pressure, and never wanting to, just because of family, like, hereditary stuff, and being afraid of it being addictive. Which it is. I think to a lot of people, it does become, especially if you're somebody who is shy and normally reclusive, it can become a crutch if you try it and it makes you outgoing. It is also another thing when you don't even remember what you said. It can get kind of scary. I feel like my advice to people who say they've made it through their life without ever drinking, my advice would just be don't even start. Because if you've made it this far, it's not a great habit to pick up. Although you can have in moderation. You can have in moderation. Yeah, no, exactly. Knowing the risks and everything, it's like... Yeah, I mean, that's another thing too. If you're interested in mixology, it can be really fun making things, making different drinks and trying stuff. And that's a completely different reasoning. Again, I think it's completely possible to enjoy in moderation. You just gotta remind yourself to be careful and safe with it. And yeah, that's how I am now. If I have one, it's like maybe once a month I'll have a drink. And that's it. I'm very careful with my health and my body. Also, if you have acid reflux, don't drink. Don't drink ever. Sorry about the heat. Oh my god, it was like 33. It was 33 here. I feel like that's a record high for today. I stepped outside to go water my plants. And I just didn't even want to anymore. I just didn't even want to anymore. I was just done. I watered my plants very quickly and ran in the house. My cat took a few steps outside and just flopped down on the pavement. In the past decade or so, the art of making mocktails has made some huge improvements. You are so right, Tiff. There's so many really cool mocktails you can order at restaurants, you can get at stores. I had this really good alcohol-free sangria last week that I liked quite a bit. I'm a sangria person. Forgot about the acid reflux. Yeah, it really does no favors to acid reflux. You gotta take lots of meds before and after. Anyways, I think we were about to do a story, and I went off on a little tangent. Let's see, we're on chapter... We are on good old chapter 13. The great hall of the king was filled with light and laughter. And as they walked past the entrance, a wash of heat rolled over them. Wow, sounds kind of like what we're going through here. Though the young knight had already laid a chill upon the desert surface, Galdinor led them to another smaller tent. This one patterned in rich gold and turquoise thread. Although most of the population of Galais had turned out for the feast this night, the king and his generals sat apart from them in a private place where they could discuss the business of the coming year. It was here that they were to be, for Thorkelin had been persuaded to let his daughter go back with the Hylians, and indeed Harkinian would need to be persuaded too. I hope Daddy's not too cross, Zelda whispered to Link as they approached the doorway. I had no wish to cause all this trouble. The young warrior shrugged. There was nothing we could do, Princess. We had no way of knowing we would be kept in the desert so long. He smiled crookedly, flashing his green eyes at her. Besides, you had me to protect you. You were never in any danger. I'm sure the king will understand. Zelda seethed. Oh, so you meant to get bitten by the cobra and leave all the fighting to Sophia and me? she demanded, her own eyes glinting daggers. And then we had to race through the desert to save your life. Great job, Link. Some hero you are. Link frowned and folded his arms crossly, shaking his hair out of his eyes. That had stung him. You had never made it this far without me, so get used to it, princess, he snapped. I would so. Sophia turned around and looked at them, eyebrows raised quizzically. Is there a problem? She asked mildly. Yes, Link muttered, and it's called Zelda. Galdinor moved in between them, fast enough to catch Zelda's wrist before she could deliver another stinging slap. Stop it, you two, the prince ordered, scowling at each of them in turn. Act your ages. Zelda yanked ineffectually at her trapped wrist, but Galdinor refused to release her, holding her gently yet firmly in his powerful hands. Stop, he said. And though his voice was quiet, it carried such a weight of authority that she did stop. Galdinor waited until she was quite still, and then he let her go. Now listen to me, he insisted. Both of you, this quest you have chosen will not be easy, and if you insist on acting like bickering children, you will fail. I'm afraid you will both have to grow up quickly, as if you wish to become true knights. He glanced at his sister, who looked on in some amusement. Even you have a lot to learn, Sophia, Galdinor remarked. You can't tell me what to do, Zelda snapped. The prince sighed heavily. No, but I can advise you to work together and not against each other, he answered, looking into her eyes. Trust me, it's the only way I'll succeed. It's a dangerous world. Dangerous for even a skilled warrior like Link to navigate alone, is that not true, Link? Surprised by the question, Link glanced towards Zelda. Yes, that is true, he answered reluctantly. Many times during my first quest, I was almost overwhelmed by the evil monsters Ganon sent to fight me. Exactly, Galdinor agreed. Not that I'm any expert on what you mean to do, but I strongly advise that you learn from each other and stick together. He looked away, toward the hills which surrounded the city. I wish I could come with you, he said quietly. Father needs you here, big brother, Sophia said, touching his arm gently. We'll be all right. Galdinor smiled weakly. I know, he answered. Link's stomach rumbled. He blushed as everybody looked at him with barely concealed amusement. Okay, Link huffed defensively, folding his arms again and scowling. Can we get some food now?
Oh, yes, I saw that, Zapple. I said thanks at the beginning of the stream earlier. And yes, it definitely counted. But if you didn't hear me earlier, when I started, thank you so much. Thank you so much for resubbing. I appreciate it. Because we had 2 streams today. We did 2 streams. Today is the 2nd stream. I mean, right now is the 2nd stream. A warm golden light bathed the interior of the tent, emanating from tiny, delicate-shaped, shell-shaped lamps placed the length of the great stone table. Soldiers both Hylian and Gerudo stood against the walls, more or less at ease in the genial atmosphere of friendship. The contrast between the slim blonde elves with their silver armor and the heavy-set dark-skinned humans in their sand-stained silks was a strong but a strangely pleasant one. The 2 kings were sitting together at one end of the table, talking with great animation of their past exploits. It was evident that in the space of one day, Harkinian and Thorkelin had become friends. The realization boded well for the future of the Gerudo-Hylian peace. Link blushed shyly as he took his chair next to Zelda, at Harkinian's right hand. Although he had spoken with the Hylian king before, when he had come to Hyrule to drive out Ganon, he was still very much in awe of the ruler of his homeland. King Harkinian glanced up. Ah, Link, he acknowledged gravely. You have certainly gone native since I saw you last. You look quite at home in these clothes. Yes, sire, Link stuttered. That is, I mean, yes, sire, sorry, sire, he finished lamely. Link, are you feeling alright? Zelda asked sweetly. Sophia stifled a giggle as she sat down.
Food was set before them by silent attendants, but nobody made a start on the hot roasted meat, cheese, and fruit. Not even Link. Harkinian folded his hands on the table and leaned forward slightly to speak to Link. "We were just speaking about you," he began in more friendly terms. "You proved your courage once this morning, I hear. I'm impressed." Link's cheeks reddened. "I did very little, really, Your Highness," he explained modestly, recovering some of his poise. "It was Sophia and Galdinor who really saved our lives. Sophia's been our protector ever since we came here." The Hylian King's eyes settled on the red-haired woman, and he looked thoughtful as he said quietly, "I thank you for looking after them, young lady. We make no secret of the fact that my daughter and this young man are important to Hyrule. You will be rewarded." "Oh, I want no reward," Sophia said in surprise. "In truth, there is just one thing that we all three need." She looked at Zelda with a faintly anxious expression. "I think the time is now," she murmured. Zelda nodded slowly, the moment that she'd been dreading. She had to convince her father to let her go with Link on the quest to find the amulets. There was no way around it, it seemed. Zelda might be the heir to the throne, and the most beloved Princess Royal, darling of the realm. But she was needed as a legendary knight. "Daddy, this wasn't just a childish adventure," she began and lifted an object onto the table, the battered book of Medora, proof of the quest. "Zelda," began Harkinian sternly. "No, Daddy, hear me out," she interrupted. "I was studying the book when a reference to the Knights of Hyrule caught my eye. The Knights were guardians of 6 medallions that were also keys to the sacred realm. People thought that the amulets and their powers were lost, but I think we can find them and regain the Triforce for Hyrule." She pushed the open book over to the king so that he could examine the reference himself. Leaning forward, her eyes alight, Zelda continued. "When we spoke to the goddess of the sand in the spirit temple, she told us that Link was going to be the first of the knights, but Sophia and I also have a part in the quest. If we can get all 6 medallions back together, we could open the way to the sacred realm and bring back the Triforce. All of it, including the power that Ganon now holds." Harkinian read several pages carefully. The others watched the king's expression intently, alert for any change that might signify either the acceptance of the quest or his refusal. Finally he sighed and pushed the aged tome aside. "Zelda," he said sadly, "you should have told me." "But you would have stopped us from going," Zelda cried out in despair. "Daddy, please don't say no. Imagine if we can get the Triforce back. We would have the power to destroy Ganon forever. We would be free." "I need to go with them," Sophia broke in. "We 3 are going to be the first of the knights, if we can find the amulets. Destiny brought us together." She looked appealingly at Harkinian and then at her own father. It was Thorkleen who spoke next. "You're very young to be riding off on such a quest," the Desert King growled. "Sophia, I don't feel happy about this scheme. Neither are you, Link and Zelda, ready for the enemies you would face. Before you could complete a task like this, it's too dangerous for children." "Zelda, you simply cannot run off and become a warrior," Harkinian said. "You have responsibilities as the heir to the throne of Hyrule." Link scowled and slammed his fist onto the table, making the others jump. "Listen, everyone," he insisted. "If we don't do this, in 300 years, Ganon will return and devastate the world once again. You know what this means. We suffered the effects only a few years ago, are still suffering them in some cases." He glared at the 2 kings as he ticked off points on his fingers. Famine, war, plague, pestilence, monsters. There's still dark places in Hyrule where nothing will grow, left over from the last time Ganon rose, and that was 300 years ago. The land cannot take this abuse forever. And what if the next hero failed to be born, or the one after that? Nobody can oppose Ganon with an army. The young warrior pushed his chair back. If we fail to retrieve the amulets of legend, if we fail to take this chance, it will mean the eventual destruction of the world. There was a grim silence after his speech. Arcanian stared at the mute pages of the Book of Medora, which lay discarded upon the table, and Thorkelin sat stroking his beard, a deep frown marking his forehead. Link and Zelda looked at each other with identical worried faces, and Sophia grabbed Galdanor's wrist under the table. The prince himself opened his mouth as if to speak, and then seemed to think better of it, and sighed instead. Anyway, Link said finally, the hero of time was only 10 when he saved the world. I have a few years on him at least. Arcanian raised his head and met the young warrior's eyes with a grave face. Forgive me for saying so, Link. And I mean no disrespect, but you are not the hero of time. Hyrule has never birthed a warrior equal to him. After all, he was the son of Fëanor. As legend would have it, contradicted Zelda. That's just a rumor. Look. See, Gildenor snapped, seeing the conversation about to dissolve into nitpicking. I appreciate that you Hylians take your heroes so seriously, but this is no time or place for the theological debates. It doesn't matter whether Link's first mother was a Fëanor, Din, or the woman next door. What does matter is whether the quest to find the amulets of legend may continue. I suggest you both let them go. That is too important a chance to do otherwise. With a snort, he sat back in his chair and crossed his arms to indicate that his part in the debate was over. Finally, Thorkelin sighed heavily and asked, "Where will you start if I say Sophia may go?" Zelda pressed a hand to her mouth. They had not planned beyond the Spirit Temple. We don't know," she admitted hesitantly, then struck by an idea. "We made no long-term plans because we knew that you might not let me go," she said brightly, turning to her father. A wry smile crossed Arcanian's features. If he now said that long-term plans should have been made, he would be covertly permitting Zelda and Link to continue their quest. On the other hand, if he agreed that thinking ahead would have been useless, he would make himself look bad in front of Thorkelin. "You're a clever girl," the king remarked instead, an ambiguous answer, which would neither agree nor disagree with Zelda's statement. Wait, oh my gosh, JB! JB, thank you so much for the 1,500 bits. Coming here makes your day a lot better. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for all the rats and all the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Are the rats not showing up? Like, are they I'm like flailing for nothing because I can hear the rats. Hold on, main background widgets. Oh my gosh, why are the rats not showing up? Backgrounds, main sources. Oh my gosh, VTube Studio. Oh my gosh, that's so awkward. VTube Studio is on top of the Twitch integrated throwing system, and I'm just realizing that now. I'm sorry. There were rats though, I swear. Something must have. Hold on. When I was moving stuff around, something must have happened. Let me test. Yeah, cause you can't see it. Here, okay, I will reenact that now. I think. Thank you again. That's so funny. They weren't showing up like the entire stream, but I didn't realize because I would hear them and just assume that they were there. That was my mistake. Thank you again, JP. Let me know if there are any redeems that you would like, okay? 4 months of great lunch naps. No, Matt, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you so much. That's what we want to know. No, Matt, thank you for being here. It's been a wonderful 4 months. And I'm glad that I've been able to bring you some comfy during your work. Thank you again. Let me know if there are any redeems you would like as well, okay? You guys are so sweet. Let's see, where have we left off here? I hope you enjoy your nap, Nomad. I'm still gonna be doing some reading for a little bit longer, so I hope you get comfy. So can we do it? Zelda asked impatiently. Zelda, it's too dangerous. Like Thorkely and I would not feel happy about sending you off into such danger. You are my only child, and if anything were to happen to you, I know not what I should do. The earnestness in his voice told them that he was speaking from the heart, but his very honesty as he spoke sounded like a death knell for the hopes of resurrecting the knighthood. The princess took a deep breath and sat up, looking her father in the eye. If you will not let me go, she said firmly, I will just have to do it without your permission. I will run away again and disguise myself, as the first princess did. She will, you know, Link interjected. Enough talk, Galdinor exploded suddenly. All we've done today is sit around and chatter. For goddess' sake, either say yeah or nay, but waste no more time. Thorkelin shrugged and reached out to take some of the food on his plate. Well, I have some confidence in my own daughter's abilities, he remarked, breaking a piece of cheese. And I know that she's just as headstrong as your own young one seems to be, Harkinian. They pull and they pull at you, and in the end they get their own way. What can we poor parents do but let them try? The Hylian king was silent for a second, but he nodded slowly. So you're set on carrying out this insane quest of yours, Zelda? He answered despairingly. If the only way I can stop you is to lock you up, I suppose I shall have to let you go. Link smiled slowly in sheer joy. The quest is on, he murmured, almost to himself. I swear to Faror that I shall not rest until the amulets are found. Link? King Harkinian asked. The young warrior turned to face his liege lord and gulped under the fire of a true royal glare. What is that thing that you're holding? The king demanded, scowling. This? Link tucked the sand kitten firmly under his arm as he realized that she had been eating the beautifully woven tablecloth while they all talked. It's a cat, he exclaimed, smiling hopefully at the irate monarch. I was given her when we met up with some nomads on the way back from the spirit temple. They were really kind to us. I can see it's a cat, Harkinian snapped. What's it doing here? Oh, sire, Link protested, hugging the kitten protectively. It would have been cruel to leave her behind. Sand cat, is it? Thorkelin asked in interest. Pass it over here, young knight. He held his hands out for the kitten, and Link hesitantly handed her over. Prowl yowled as she was separated from her owner and tried to scratch the human king. Shh, 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 pretty one, he murmured, taking little notice of the sharp claws that raked his bare forearms. He flipped the kitten over to look at her underside, then examined her ears and her overlarge feet, finally ruffling up her fur and glancing at her mouth. She hissed and swatted at his long nose. Looks well. What do you feed her? Anything and everything, really, my lord, he explained. She ate everything we offered her anyway. Give her meat, raw and of the best quality, Thorkelin ordered, handing the kitten back over the table. I ate a sand cat once. We grew up together. The king's expression grew thoughtful as he relived those far-off days. That may be, but in my country we do not have animals to eat at the table with us. Link, from now on you will have to leave your pet elsewhere when you enter my presence. Yes, sire. Zelda changed the subject. Daddy, when do we leave for Hyrule? She asked hopefully. We want to start searching for the amulets as soon as we can. Steady on, Harkinian said, smiling at last. There's no rush, surely, Galdinor suggested. You might as well stay here another day to get your strength back before going through the Viridian. The what? Link asked. The Viridian, the valley that leads through the mountains to your land, exclaimed the prince. What do you call it, the Deep Pass? We just call it Gerudo Valley, Zelda admitted. The pass will have been cleared by now, Harkinian remarked, sitting back in his chair. I sent for stonemasons once. I found that the valley was blocked. A faint smile crossed his stern features as he went on. There's no way I'm clambering over that rock fall again. How did you get the horses across? Link asked. We had to set ours loose. Sire! He amended as the king turned a wrathful look at him. Sorry, sire. Have you got our horses? Zelda queried eagerly. The king sighed. Yes, I have your horses. They were wandering around in the valley looking for a way out. I think that since you'll be running around Hyrule, like a trio of cuckoos, I will have to make Link a gift of the red horse. Turning to Sophia, he smiled gallantly. You may have your choice of the royal stables also, young princess, unless you'd prefer to bring a horse of your own. Zelda's eyes widened slightly. Despite knowing that Sophia was Thorkelin's daughter, she had never really thought of her as a princess like herself. Sophia seemed uneasy at being called that, though she smiled and nodded her thanks. That horse is to be mine? Link exclaimed in shock, overcome. Thank you so much. He's much faster than my own. And he has a greater lineage, Arcanian asked gravely. You took one of the best when you ran off with my daughter, Link. That horse is, it is said, descended from the godly steed ridden by the hero of time. His name is Bolt. By the goddess, Thorkelin exclaimed in sudden anger, leaping to his feet. What is that noise? The faint sounds of shouting had been getting steadily louder for the past few minutes, but only now was their attention drawn to it. Galdenor and Sophia looked at each other in surprise, and some of the Hylian guards in the room shifted nervously and fingered the hilts of their silvered swords. With a set expression on his face, Thorkelin strode to the flap of the tent and jerked it wide open. A faint scent of smoke drifted in through the opening, a faint orange glow added to the light from the gentle lamps within the tent. Thorkelin's eyes widened in shock and astonishment, and he muttered, Goddess. What is it? Galdenor asked, anxiously, rising. And we are going to stop there. And we will read the next part next time. Alright, JB, yes, you would like some kisses? Of course. For your redeem? Definitely. Also, hello, hollow fishing. We were just talking about that song earlier. That's funny. Happy to have you here. But yeah, we'll do some kisses for JB, and then we'll do our Wit and Frog for Broken NPC. Hi, Abdil. Welcome in. Of course, Oz. Of course. I'm happy to. Always love reading that story. Mwah. 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 There you go, JB. We have one more redeem today. We're gonna do the wooden frog. Oh yeah, guys, if you make any transaction on Twitch, make sure you do it from your desktop, so you're not paying the app stores the extra money. Any mobile transactions, you have to pay extra fees for the convenience of not having to go to your desktop. Let's see. We are Where'd my froggy go? There's my froggy.
Ah. How do I pronounce that word? I would say it's like pronounced goatee, but maybe I'm wrong. RPG, thank you for following. Wait, what? It's fish? No, it's not. I refuse to accept that. I'm not happy about it. Please. Please don't ever throw anything like that at me again. It made English so much worse than it's ever been for me. Yeah, the English language must really suck to learn. Oh, my first language is English. It baffles me. Like, I admire people so much who English is not their first language and they really put in the work to learn it. I mean, I guess a lot of people have to because English is like universal. and for a lot of people, especially for like jobs and things, it really benefits you to know English if you aren't born into that, like being the first language in your family, I'm assuming. But I feel for you guys who have to learn English, because English sucks. The English language is so messed up. If it's anything like how it has been for me trying to learn Japanese with all these different rules and weird things. I don't speak French. I only speak like a little bit of French, and I understand that I can't speak it. No, I hate English. It's so confusing. Like, I fully understand it, and whenever, like, I feel like I learn a new thing about English every week. Some weird thing, some weird vocabulary or weird grammar thing comes up where I'm like, I never thought of that before. So I can't imagine the horrors of actually trying to learn it. Like, I am solidarity with you guys who are learning English, because I can only imagine it must be rough. It is one of the worst languages. When are you gonna teach you Japanese? I don't know Japanese. I mean, I'm trying to learn. I do like Duolingo and things like that. Alright, my friends, I've been lurking over in Belle's stream, and I see that Belle is making these adorable wax stamps, so I would love to raid over there. I believe Belle does Wax Stamp Wednesday once a month. Would you believe me if I said Tola is church? No, I would not. I would not believe you. It is not. Not according to me, anyways. When diving underwater, I found a bass. I found a bass playing a brass bass in a oh man, screw English, I swear. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out today. Thanks for coming to my ASMR stream tonight, and thank you for coming and hanging out at Cages and my Phasmo collab earlier. I am gonna be taking my leave now, as I have a bit of an early morning ahead of me. I hope you guys rest well. I will be back tomorrow around 9 p.m. I say around because I am having a really hard time, especially lately, being able to show up on time to my streams. So I'm gonna say around 9 p.m. You know, give or take 15 minutes or so. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much, as always, for the support. It's always lovely spending time with you all. We are gonna go and raid Belle. I get comfy with some wax stamp making. I'm gonna keep saying sorry, and then they're sorry, and they're sorry. Thank you, Oz. Alright, we've got the raid messages in the chat. Thank you. Grab a rat and grab a raid message, because Vi's Apothecary is now closing. The raid train is leaving the station, and we're about to go head off to hang out with Belle over on her stream. She's having a snail. It is day 15 of the snail subathon.
I can't get over how cute the wax stamps are.
Whenever Belle makes them, she made me one that it was like chocolate. It was like a strawberry kind of colored one with like a chocolate on it, and it was, I still think about it. It looked like good enough to eat, but it's wax, so I could not eat it. But yeah, enough of my rambling. Have a good night, guys. Drink your water, take care of yourselves. And I'm sending you all the love. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your nights, guys. Good night. Mwah. Mwah.